Hello and welcome to my comparison of set 75300 with 432 pieces, the TIE Fighter, the Imperial TIE Fighter, and set 75347, the Imperial TIE Bomber with 625 pieces. This will be a comparison video where I just compare these two based on their minifigures, accuracy and design, play features, personal preference, and structure and swooshability, which I think is a very important thing. Starting off with the Imperial TIE Fighters 3 minifigures, you can notice I only have two, because I lost that one robot. I don't know where it went, but I'm just going to start off with that. The robot is really cool. It has some nice printing all over and a very nice molded head, so I'm just going to get that out of the way. Should probably pick a picture up if I remember to do that during editing. But the other two figures are the TIE Pilot and the Stormtrooper. Pretty, lame, and, well, not lame, just, basic figures to get in this set. Good nonetheless that we didn't just get the TIE Pilot, but it's still kind of, just a boring selection. But I like the inclusion, or not the inclusion, but just the detail of, the lines across the TIE Pilot's face. I think that makes it look pretty cool. And you can see the two Imperial logos up top. And it's the fat Stormtrooper head that I don't like. The 2014 version was much, much better. And this looks like something out of Family Guy. And you can't even turn the head, so that doesn't make it much better. But the printing on these are really good. Everything looks good from the back to the front, and they both have light printing, which looks really good. So basic minifigures, but still good than just the 3 or 4 minifigures that you get in this set. And the TIE Bomber is a TIE Bomber pilot, Darth Vader, that girl that I don't know the name of, and an Imperial Gonk Droid. Now, getting just 4 figures is just, incredible, other than just, 3 regular figures. But, and getting 2 named characters in a set like this is really, really cool. Now just going more in depth, we have the TIE Pilot, which looks really good, and it's actually a little different from the other TIE Pilot because it has the no lines on the face, which makes it look less good. It has a different, slightly different, torso print and slightly different leg print, but it still looks good nonetheless. And the Imperial logos are more of a white rather than reflective gray on the other TIE Pilots. And the Darth Vader is a standard Darth Vader with his cape and arm printing, which you can kind of see there. And this girl, I don't remember her name. I'll probably put it up on screen once I figure it out. But she has a really good hair piece and back printing, and she has sort of that thinner print to make her differentiate from a girl, because that's what Lego does. And just her markings there, and you can probably just swap the head and make it any kind of Imperial commander or captain or whatever that you want, because just the torso is really cool, so you can use that for anything. But I like keeping things just the way they are. And the Gonk Droid is just amazing. It's a Gonk Droid, for one, and 2, it's an Imperial Gonk Droid, and the Empire is probably one of my favorite armies in Star Wars, and I think it probably is, and it's just better. Yeah, it's just probably the best figure in the set. Over the first round of minifigures, I'm going to have to give this to the TIE Bomber. It has more minifigures, and it's just the Gonk Droid. And for the design and accuracy category, we'll start off with the TIE Fighter. First, we'll go over its pros, then its cons. Its pros is that this, I really like the wings, how it looks in every connection, that just, make these curved, and just I really like the tiled look. Yeah, just all these tiles, and just the way they made the wings are really good. And the TIE Fighter itself looks good on its own, and the connection points are pretty strong. We'll get into that more later. And it has it is blocky, but it also does a good job of making it sloped, and everything is replicated on the other side. But why don't they have a ball joint in this color? It just looks kind of discolored, which just is a little weird. But going to the head, I'm pretty sure this is on backwards. Pretty sure this is on backwards. This is supposed to be at the back, which is kind of a downside. But they're unhinged pieces, so that this can move up. I didn't do that now, but now that this is up, I want to show you so that you can kind of see that after a while, because this piece moves a lot, that it'll make like lines on your Lego pieces, which probably can be washed off, but it's just kind of a downside to that. Just put that back on the head. But as I was saying, this can open up like this, and you can place your minifigure inside, and so can the front TIE cockpit. I forgot to say that this cockpit is very nice, printed piece, looks really good. But you can get your TIE pilot, fold up his legs, and you can place him in there, and wait, first there's like no studs in there, so it just goes right in there nicely, and there's the 2 red control panels on the side. No printed control panels or anything, but you can close this back down, and he fits nicely in there, and you can kind of hear him, but he's pretty securely in there. And now to like the kind of cons of this is, as you can see, like the kind of like area here is a little short and stubby, which I don't really like. And the head is kind of too, I feel like it's kind of too big for just the proportion of the wings. Like, maybe that's just a TIE Fighter, I don't know. But I just don't really like that. And yeah, it just looks a little bit more stubby. And on to the TIE Bomber, though. First of all, this is a lot more tiled and clean look than the TIE Fighter. And it is, I think, a lot more accurate. Like, not for size it's accurate, but it's a lot more accurate in, like, its design. And it has, like, the play features that don't really detract from the look. Because this is, like, the sensor thing, which is really good to have. It has this nice printed piece that goes around here. And this place which shoots out a missile, but it doesn't do that because it would take away from the design. And it doesn't look stubby, which is good. And because you can see the connections look pretty like accurate, or like the size of them looks really good. And on top you can just see they have some like graded slope pieces there. And the wings, I really like all the tiled stuff, and this that goes like all around looks really good. And on the cockpit, is that this is like probably my favorite cockpit because it looks like really sleek, and it doesn't really detract from the model. Like there's a little bit of a gap there, but it's barely noticeable like at all unless you look at it from the top. But it looks very good, and it's sleek all the way down. And on the cockpit, you can just open this up, and this piece is actually like the strongest connection like out of anything ever, because you can't get it off. It is a printed piece, which is good, but you can just not get this off no matter how hard you try. But under the cockpit, you can see there's 2 printed pieces there that kind of represent like controls, but they don't look like controls. And there's no studs or like the thing that goes in between his legs. So you can just grab your TIE Bomber pilot, fold. Oh crap! Yeah, that's a problem with my TIE Bomber. Is that this minifigure is that the helmet comes off easily. It doesn't connect. I forgot to say that in my other thing, but I guess it's fine. But anyway, fold his arms up and his legs back. And he can just slide in there. He fits nice and snug, and this can close without any like struggle. And he's pretty secure in there. A little more loose than the TIE Fighter, but that's okay. And moving on to like the top, it's really nice and sleek. I do think this looks better than this, but they both still look sleek and smooth. And this is where you can release your bombs, which kind of take away from the look. Like maybe they could add a tile that you can push, but I guess it's not that bad. This is definitely good. And probably like one of the best parts is the engines. The engines are just like absolutely beautiful in the other designs that they have. They're nice and smooth. There's no stud showing, which I really like, and they're really accurate, and I just I like it. I like it a lot. So that about does it for this accuracy category. And I'm going to give another point to the TIE Bomber just because it's more accuracy, just because it's more accurate, and just design, like, overall, it just looks better. And now on the play features, we'll start off with the TIE Fighter. There's not much to do with the TIE Fighter, like, as I showed. The cockpit can open up like that. And the other really one is the spring-loaded shooters that are back here. You can just press on these and they'll fire off. I really like the spring-loaded shooters. I think they're nice. But that's about it for the TIE Fighter, so there's not much for play features. Now, the TIE Bomber, on the other hand, has amazing play features. Like, the first thing isn't even like a play feature. It's just a side build is kind of a play feature, because you can get the TIE Fighter's bombs, and if you lose any of them, you can just load them up in the top, which you'll see in a second. And you can place a minifigure right there. But yeah, that's just an awesome play feature that this is included. It's not really a play feature, but I just didn't know where else to put this. But really cool. And the TIE Bomber, its play features, as we saw, is this. And it also has stud shooters on top, which kind of detract from the look, but not like too bad because they match the color. And then they can just shoot off just like that. You can either do them one at a time or both at the same time like I did. And the other play feature is probably the best play feature of the set, is the bomb dropping play feature, because you see these things right here. Well, on the other side, it's the yellow tips, like the ones on the transport there, so you can pick it up. And it's very simple. All you need to do is just push down, and there they go. It's very, very satisfying. And for design and for play features, I'm going to have to give another point to the TIE Bomber. It is leading handsomely at the moment. Now, for the structure and swooshability test. Now, so we're going to start off by ways you can hold this. You can hold it from the top like this, or like this, which is my preferred handle, or you could grab it from the wing. It's not very comfortable. You can do it, but you can do it any way you want. I'm just going to hold it like this. But first we'll test the structure. We'll do that, and the wings can kind of come off easily, which is a downside. So on its own, this one is like really good. So you can hold it like here, just go like that, and like you're fighting rebels in the sky. So you can just, and it's really, really cool. So the way they can grab this and just kind of like fly it around. Like once I said that you can be rough with it. Like don't turn it like this, but you can be rough with it like that. But yeah, good structure, just not like the wing connection, and really, really good swooshability on this one. Like I think this has like TIE fighters just in general have a good swooshability to them. And now the TIE Bomber, you'll see that it has more trouble finding a grip. Like I tend to like gripping it like this, but just the other ways don't feel comfortable. Like this, or by the wings like this, or maybe even like this. I don't think that this feels good, so I think this is probably my preferred handle, like something like this. But yeah, first the structure is that, as you can see, I'm being very rough with it. Oh, there goes the minifigure. And yeah, since this isn't like more of a compact, this can fly up, which is a downside. But he's still nicely secure in there. Just don't be too rough with it. But yeah, you can move this around, and yes, you can see there's nothing really breaking off unless I squeeze really hard. So like this goes up, it's not really a break off, it's just a feature. And for terms of swooshability, this is also a really swooshable model. Just my hands feel more uncomfortable. Like it is a very swooshable model, but I just think the TIE Fighter has like a better swooshability on this. But still good swooshability nonetheless. So, in terms of structure, I'm going to give a point to the TIE Bomber. But for just regular, swooshability, I'm going to give this point to the TIE Fighter. And now for the final thing, my personal preference. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the TIE Fighter, one of my favorite vehicles. But I just don't think, I still like the design here, I just don't think that it's, oh crap. I just don't think it's the best design that there is. There's definitely better designs out there. I still think it's good, just not the best. And the TIE Bomber is just, it's sleeker, it's more accurate, it doesn't look stubby, and the play features are just really good, and the minifigures are just good. So my personal preference would be the TIE Bomber. And the winner, by 4 points, it was 5-1, is the TIE Bomber. If you're keeping tabs, you are not surprised. But yeah, the TIE Bomber won, obviously, because the minifigures, the play features, it's just a smoother design, it doesn't look stubby. I just sound like a broken record, but it's just the truth. And the TIE Fighter, don't get me wrong. Once again, I love the TIE Fighter, but it's just not the best design. And the TIE Bomber is just the better model. In just Lego, it is just the better model. And I thank you all for watching, and let me know your comments about these two sets in the comment section below.